So I was talking to my buddy Alex Nepa the other day, and I had kind of a long set coming up. I forget what it was, 5-6 hours, whatever. And it was going to be a set where it was going to be moving, like right from the start. And I brought up that once upon a time that would have made me really nervous. Like early in my DJ career, when my musical knowledge was more limited and I knew less songs that worked, I would be scared of that time. But now it's nothing. I have 5-6 hours, 7 hours, like shit, I don't know. Like I don't feel like I'm ever gonna run out of songs just because I know songs. I've been working actively to learn more songs and to learn what more songs do on crowds and to learn where those songs fit into the matrix of if they like this, then they like this, they might like this, and if they don't like this, then maybe they'd like this, but not that. That whole web that you build over the course of years of doing this. And anyway, it got me thinking, like, I think that might be the absolute most important skill to what we do. And I think oftentimes it ends up taking the back seat to things like mixing, scratching, mic work, like finding remixes. I don't know, like the most dynamite technical DJ isn't gonna do as much damage as just a guy who knows a lot of songs and knows what they do to a crowd. And somebody's playing We Found Love. I tell you can't escape this shit. Like, these songs, they're so played out. They're like, oh, these are the played out club songs. It's kind of a joke at this point. But then I walk around town and I hear what's coming out of these cars and it's the same shit. It's the same exact shit. And I don't know what people are complaining about because that's what I hear them listening to. It is not often that I hear a song playing something I got to Shazam. So anyhow, that's We Found Love. That's a song you should have picked up pretty early in your career because it works. Some good mainstream crossover EDM. But anyhow, I was thinking about that. Vocabulary, that's the most important thing as a DJ, is knowing a lot of songs and knowing what a lot of songs do and where they fit in your set. Just kind of knowing your way around your library. I think that is number one. So what does that mean? I think that means you should prioritize that. I think that means in all this time that you're spending practicing scratching or digging for obscure remixes on SoundCloud and networking and doing all the other things that help your career, I think you should be putting more of that time toward just learning a lot of songs, going out and hearing songs that other DJs play, or adding songs off of streaming services that seem popular to your library and making a point to try them out at the gig, and just continually expanding your library of songs you can pick from. You want to be totally bulletproof. You want to be able to hit the ground running and just hit the fucking gas the moment you get into an open format room and know that I am not going to run out. I am not going to run out of songs. That this could be peak hour all night and I would be fine. And if they want me to go an extra hour, I'd be fucking fine too, because I just know enough. I'm not just falling back on the same 150 big tracks. Because when I first started, I remember those first couple years, I was really sweating. Every time a gig would be an hour longer than I expected, or I wasn't pacing carefully, and all of my good tracks, my strong tracks, the ones that I knew how to mix, and I knew how they worked. Once I started running out of those, I'd start panicking. I was like, man, I'm out. What do I do? Do I play them again? Do I mix slow? Do I start playing whole songs? Because I'm running out. And if you find yourself doing that, I think you really got to prioritize learning songs. So go on Spotify, look up some playlists. I remember at one point, I found this playlist called College Party Anthems that was curated by a kid that went to UW-Madison. And it was just all college party songs, Mo Bamba, I Don't Fuck With You, Levels, Hotel Room Service, whatever. But I'd say maybe a third of the songs I was not actively playing at the time, maybe even more. And I went and I downloaded every single one of those songs and I tested every single one at my gigs, and I found a use case for almost every single one of them. Now, not every single one of them is a work every time song, but you can't just rely on work every time songs. If that's all you're playing, if you're only playing the safe songs that will always work, you have some boring sets and you're gonna run out of music. But if you learn these B songs, they make sense if you have the right crowd, if you're in the right time of night, and you sandwich them between the right other songs. If you get good at playing those songs, you're never gonna run out. So I went and I learned all those and I tried them out. And at first, a lot of these songs were getting kind of weak responses. Some people know them, some people don't. But over time, I figured out what parts of the song were strong, and I figured out where they fit in terms of relationships to other songs. I was like, all right, well, if this crowd liked, look at me, maybe they'll like Woke Up Like This. I don't know, if they like Tremor, maybe they'd like, I don't know, whatever, some other deeper EDM song that I don't want to pull out right now because somebody's going to tell me it's obvious. But anyhow, once I learned these songs, I learned where they fit in a set, they were no longer weak. So I don't want you to like try a new song and then just give up, because I hear from a lot of people that are like, oh, I tried that new song the other day and it was bullshit. Like it was just like, you know, a quarter of the crowd like gave a fuck, and then I mixed out of it right away and stopped playing it. Like, you don't want to give up like that. You don't know that fucking song yet. That's the thing, like your hotel room service, you know hands, like you know exactly where that fits in a night. You've been playing it for so long, like you know how to rock it and you're confident when you play it, and that makes a difference too. But if you go in with a song, you don't know how to play it, you don't know what parts work, you don't know where it fits in the cultural context, and you're lacking confidence going in, of course it's gonna kind of flop. But if there's any spark of crowd interest, like I think you should make a point to go and really work with that song and try it out over the course of a couple months. And next thing you know, you've got another staple song and you know where it's gonna fit in your set. And next thing you know, you can take on a 6-hour set like it's nothing. Max energy, just on the fucking gas, because you know a lot of songs, you know where they fit. And I think that is a DJ superpower, and you should prioritize it. And I guess I was out filming another video, and I just had this thought, maybe throw another video together. Yeah, but I don't know, let me know what you think of that. I can't think of anything else that's more important than just knowing songs and knowing how they work. Like that is the basis of what we do. And when I first started, shit, I knew some older DJs that didn't fucking mix at all. Just crushed. They crushed way harder than I did. And I was always like pretty good at mixing. Like that was a priority of mine. I was always a whiz with mixing. Yet I would go in, this motherfucker that didn't even know how to mix, he just got the crowd going. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Is there a skill that's more important than just knowing a lot of songs and knowing how they work? I think that is it. I think that is the most important thing that we do. And I think before mixing was even popular, like that was the thing. You were the person who had a lot of records and knew how they worked. And I think to a certain extent we need to go back to that and really focus on that rather than a lot of the other things that we get sidetracked by.